Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a plaster casting of a shoe print. These are the steps. The first thing that we're going to do is take a picture of it with a ruler in the picture so that we can judge size later on, especially if we end up messing anything up. We're going to put a frame around it. We're going to hairspray it. The hairspray helps it all stay in position and not get damaged when we pour the plaster over it. We're going to mix our plaster in a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts plaster for 1 part water. We're going to pour it over the print, let it dry, and then we're going to clean it off with brushes, and then we'll analyze it and compare it to different shoes from our suspect and see who the match is. So, first thing, like I said, that we do, here's our shoe print. We would lay a ruler right next to it, get a picture of it just in case we mess anything up later. We'll have that in evidence. Then this is our plaster frame. We're just going to take it and set it right around the shoe print. That'll hold the plaster in place. Then we're going to hairspray it to hold all of those sand pieces together so it doesn't get squished by the plaster. Then we can mix our plaster. So I have 4 cups of the plaster already in here. So since it's a 2-to-1 ratio, that means we need about 2 cups of water. So I will measure that out. And this will start reacting really quick. So you don't want to mix this until you're really ready to pour it. So we've got our 2 cups in there, and then we'll just use a paint stir stick, and this is what it looks like. You gotta stir it for a while. If you've ever made pancakes, you want to stir it until it's kind of like pancake batter. So not too soupy, but not too thick. And you want to try to get all the chunks out of it, but it will harden pretty quickly. So if you wait too long, you'll just end up with hard plaster in your bucket. So we're gonna stir it around. Still got a few chunks. We're starting to get that good pancake consistency now. Sorry, it's kind of splattering. Okay, and once we think it's pretty smooth and really kind of like that pancake batter, then what we're gonna do is pour it really gently over our print. Scrape all the extra out of the bucket. And then we're going to let that harden. It takes probably an hour or 2 to really get hardened. You can put your initials in the back and your case number and stuff like that to keep track of it. And then when it's all done, you pick it up and you can clean it all off with a toothbrush, get all the little pieces of dirt and sand out of it, and you can take it with your suspect's shoe and you can do a comparison. You can do measurements. It can show you whether the person walks on the inside or the outside of their shoe, if they had any damage to the sole of their shoe. All those kinds of things would be individual characteristics. You could also just tell what kind of shoe or what size. Those would be class characteristics, but any of the wear and tear on the shoe would be individual. So that's how you make a shoe print.